Hello all. Welcome to the Environmental Science Lecture Series, Environment and Biodiversity. I am GANESHKUMAR, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, SNS College of Engineering. So we know that there are two types of natural resources around us. One is indestructible and another one is non-destructible. The destructible and non-destructible, we classify them into the different groups like renewable and non-renewable. So certain things are renewable and certain things are non-renewable. We know that the air, which is renewable, it doesn't going to be exhaust, but water, if we not using in a proper way, then it is going to be an non-renewable. Like this, there's a soil, forest, wildlife, minerals. There are a lot of things. In this slide, I had just given you like a jumble word. So students try to organize these into groups. That means what are the renewable things are available in this slide. So we can count one as air is a renewable one, and we can also consider water a renewable one, and a soil is not a renewable one, and mineral is not a renewable one. A forest, once it is deserted, it's going to be renewable one. So we can easily classify this into renewable and non-renewable. And also we can classify them into destructible or non-destructible. The soil is a destructible one, forest is a destructible one, wildlife is a destructible one, minerals is also the destructible one, water is destructible one, air is destructible one. So almost from this we can conclude that all the natural resources available around us is destructible in nature. That means if we are not properly utilizing it, we are going to destruct and we are going to suffer. Just we come with a definition for biodiversity. So biodiversity means it is a variety and variability of living things. We know that there are different types of bananas. Is it right? And if you take fish, there are different variety of fishes. So what we like to say is biodiversity means it is nothing but a variety and a variability among the living species and living things. And how can we define environment and how can we overlap this environment with biodiversity? See, environment is a sum of living and non-living things, or we called as biotic and abiotic factors, and how they affect the human life and how they influence the human life. While all living or biotic elements are animals, plants, forests, fish, and birds, non-living or abiotic things, we can say water, land, sunlight, rocks, and air. So, from the definition of biodiversity, we can classify that biodiversity into several types. The one is genetic diversity, another one is species diversity, and other one is ecosystem diversity. See, genetic diversity, that is genetic variability. See, we know that there are some several variety of mangoes and several variety of rice, and even in human beings, we all we belong to different race, Negroid race, a Mongoloid race, Caucasoid race. So all they are different. Even in elephant, there are several varieties of elephants. The Thailand elephant, which looks one different color. African elephants are different from Indian elephants. So like this, so there are a variability among the genetic organisms between the individual species. And there is a species diversity, which says a diversity between different species. And the ecosystem diversity, that means this deals with a variation in the ecosystems with a geographical location and its overall impact on human existence and the environment. So, in the types of biodiversity, we can classify the types of biodiversity into a major group like genetic, species, and ecosystem diversity. So, in the introduction part, we can say this environment have a natural resource. It is of destructible and non-destructible, and renewable and non-renewable. And environment means sum of both biotic and abiotic components. And biodiversity means a variety and variability among living organisms. And we have a genetic diversity, species diversity, and ecosystem diversity. Thank you.